Hello students and welcome to my channel. And as you know that the JEE Advanced paper is near. It's on the date 17th May 2026 and 24 days are remaining. So last month is your finish line. Now the time is to convert all your hard work into the marks. This guide will help you to revise smart, practice strategically and walk into the exam hall with full confidence. Okay. So that's what today's agenda is. So as you all know that I am a JEE advanced qualified teacher. Okay. So I have experience of giving the JEE advanced paper and I know what are the obstacles that are faced by the student during the paper preparation as well as the paper attempt. So I will guide you with the gold mine suggestions that will help you to revise nicely in this last 24 days and attempt the paper with full intelligence. Okay, so this is for the class 12th student and this can also be for the droppers. Okay, so now we will see that it's a last push. You need to make it count. Okay, so today's agenda will be short. Okay, I will not take your much time because paper is near. So I will give you some general advices because as you have prepared, now I would not suggest you to change something, but there are certain uh, brief advices that you should be focusing. Okay, so now I will explain what is the content for today's lecture. Like there would be first of all general advice A, and then will be B, that is questions and subject strategy. That will be like which subject to focus more now because the exam is near. So what subject is most important? Like memory based subject would be important for the last month because if you forget, then that will create a issue. In general advice, I will focus on the power of PYQs and master your study session, how to increase your endurance because in JEE main there is 3 hours only and in JEE advanced there will be 6 hours of paper like paper one as well as the paper two. In third one, there is the important topics and analysis. Like B is the subject based analysis and C will be the important topics based analysis. Like we will be moving more focused about the topics, which topics to focus, what kind of subtopics to focus. So that we will discuss in C and D as this paper would be taken by the IIT Roorkee. So we need to see what kind of questions that are most asked by the IIT Roorkee. Okay, so moving ahead, what do PYQs do? PYQs basically build your confidence. Okay, if you attempt 2025 paper, I have attached in the description. You can attempt those paper. So I will explain you in the upcoming minutes about it. So what does the PYQ is meant for? It's for the confidence building and the familiarity with the paper. If you attempt the PYQ and answer correctly, you will build the confidence and you will know that like this kind of pattern and this kind of concept would be asked in the J advance. Okay, so it's very important to focus on the PYQs in the last 24 days. So my first advice would be for you is to focus on the PYQs. Try to attempt one paper in a week. Okay, or if your coaching is asking you to attempt two or three, you can do it accordingly according to your preparation. But I would at least you should do one PYQ paper solving complete, like 3 hours, then 2 hour break, and again 3 hour. So you need to do this for to get comfortable. Okay, so this will help you uh, for the pattern recognition, confidence builder, uh, and the concept reinforcement and the time calibration. Okay, so in this way, you will see that if some topic is taking or some question is taking more time, then you need to move to the next question because it's not about the how hard question you are attempting, it's about the how much questions you have attempted. Okay, so if some questions is creating obstacle, then you can move to the next questions. Okay, so you need to learn the time management. Okay. So what two previous questions have done to the students? So we will see that it helped students to pattern recognition effectiveness to 92%. They are able to understand the pattern by 92%. Okay. So 100 student have tried PYQs, and out of 92 are being helped for the pattern recognition, and they have gained the confidence by 88%. They have gained the concept depth, time management, and score improvement. So PYQs are very important. My teacher also guided me for the PYQs. To solve at least one full JEE advance every 3 to 4 days, analyze every wrong answer. This is very important point. You need to analyze every wrong answer. So I will give you the routine in upcoming minutes to how to schedule your days with the attempt of the JEE advance paper. So second, we will see that how your routine should look like. Okay, so train your body and mind for a 3+3 hour exam. Previously, you were giving the JEE main in the April. So now this is the time that you should get familiar with the JEE advanced pattern. Okay. So you should attempt 3 hour paper, then take a 30-minute break. Ideally, in JEE advanced, there is more break. Okay. So it's not 30 minutes, but you in your coaching or in your library, you can take 30-minute break. And after that, you can do again paper of 3 hours. Okay, and take a 30-minute break, and then after that you can analyze it. Okay, after that you can analyze it. So start training your endurance now. In this way you will get familiar and your endurance will increase. Like before you were giving 3 hour exam, now if you start giving 6 hour exam, then your endurance will increase. So what's a timetable you can follow? Like you in morning you can revise and get the doubt solved of previous day. है And in session one you can give a 3 hour. After that you can start a 3 hour paper. Okay, and keep away your phone. And after that energizing break, you can take a 30-minute break. In that, please focus to have a walk, light snack, and water, because heavy food can like leak your energy, and in that way you will not be able to focus and you will feel sleepy. So for the session 2 it is very important. Like for session 2 you can start again with the 3 hour paper and practice the PYQ. Okay, so in evening you can just have a 30-minute recap of mistakes, okay, of the both the papers. And the night you can have a light reading. Okay, no heavy new topics. And in morning again you can have the solutions of these topics. Okay, so in next morning you can just find the solution of these mistakes, and then again you can attempt the paper. So you can do this for the next 24 days. It will be very helpful for you. If you attempt a paper every day, that will be a difficult thing, but in a week you can do this. Okay, or in a week 2 times, depending upon your capacity, you can attempt the JEE advanced paper. Okay, but try to attempt in a single day only. Like in a single day, try to attempt the both paper. Not do the mistake of attempting session 1 paper in one day and session 2 paper in the next day, because that will not make you ready for the JEE advanced real paper. Because in real paper, there will be paper 1 as well as the paper 2 in a single day. Okay, so whenever you try to attempt a paper, attempt in a single day completely, like 3 hours, then take a break of 30 minutes and then attempt the next paper. And hydration is non-negotiable. Keep hydrated, because in a break also try to have a water and have a light meal. Don't take the heavy meal, because that will leak your energy and cause you sleepy. And after that you can take a fruits like banana and apple and light meal. And phone free session, try to keep your phone away during the exam, because in exam also you will not be able to use your phone. And start the exam at the 9 a.m. and try to uh, accustom your body according to the exam time, because exam will be from 9 to 12, then 2 to 5. So accustom your body to attempt the paper from 9 to 12 in the morning and 2 to 5 in the afternoon. Okay. Now get comfortable with the type in JEE Advanced. Okay, so I will make you familiar with the type because in JEE Mains you will only see the three types of questions. Okay, single correct, multiple correct, and integer. But in JEE Advanced, new pattern are asked. Okay, new pattern are introduced in the JEE Advanced, like match the column, paragraph based, matrix match. So you need to be familiar with that because until now you were attempting the JEE main problems. Now JEE advanced problems are also important and get accustomed with it. Okay. So I would give you a general advice because uh, integer type uh, have been never awarded minus marks in the JEE Advanced. So try to attempt all the integer type. Okay. If you don't know the answer, then also you can give the integer like there are how much integer? One, two, three. There can be many integers. So you can like give any answer like one, two, three, four. So there's no negative marking. So first read the instructions properly. If there's no negative marking in the integer, then try to answer carefully. And if you don't know the answer, then you can write the integers. And for the multiple correct, there's a one tricky part. Sometimes they give bonus marks for the like they give positive marks for the partial answer, and sometimes they give negative marks. Like if there is a question and you are sure that option A and option B are correct and you are not sure about the option C. So you will correct A and B. Okay. You are sure about A and B. Okay. And you are not sure about the C. You don't know like C, you are thinking like it can be and it cannot be answer. So you are thinking like that A and B are correct. So in that, if the instructions, first read the instructions. So the reason for this emphasis here is that please read the instructions before attempting the paper. First, read the instructions. Like if there is plus marking for partial answers, like this is the partial answer because you're not sure about the C. So you can tick A and B. You can attempt this question because partial marks are having positive marks. But in instruction, if it is given that there is a negative marks for the partial marking, so you are not sure about the C, then you will not attempt this question. Okay, so always mention, read the instructions properly. Read the instructions, okay? Okay, if you compare the JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, they are both quite similar for the concept. Like concept will not change. Whatever you have studied in your coachings, in your class, in your 12th, that will not change. That will only be asked. Okay, so summation, multiplication, using your logics, using your intelligence, that will remain same. But the thing that changes is that the attempting of the question and ready for the instructions. Okay, so instructions are very important. They changes. Like sometimes they will say that you will be awarded marks for the partial answer. Sometimes they will say that you will not be awarded positive marks for the partial answers. Okay, so if the correct answer in the key is A, B, C, and you have only ticked A and B, and if instructions are saying that partial mark is not allowed, then you should not attempt these questions. Whenever you are not sure about any option, you should not attempt. But if in the instruction it's given that there will be partial marks, like three options are correct, and you have corrected the two options, then in those cases you can attempt those questions. So please read the instruction. In instruction, you will be getting this clarity. Okay. In the match the column, there is also one doubt. Okay, match the column. Never assume there will be one-to-one mapping. Like in the first column row, like first column row, there is one row, and you need to match it with the second column any row. Okay, so this is one-to-one mapping. Like A, P C D, ठीक है, and there is 1 2 3. So sometimes they ask, like JEE Advanced sometimes ask that like A will be matched to only one. This is 1 to 1. But sometimes they ask that one can be mapped to many. So in that scenario, one can have many multiple answers. So this also will be in the instructions. So instructions are very important. So I have highlighted it. Instructions are very, very, very important before attempting the JEE Advanced paper. So there will be one to two single page for the instructions only, and instruction can differ in the session 1 as well as the session 2. So don't do the mistake of assuming that the session 1 instruction was like partial marks would be awarded. You can't assume that the session 2 would also have that same partial marks would be awarded. No, they can change. So before, if you reach the exam hall at 8 a.m. and you try to attempt at the 9 a.m., first of all read the instructions, and when you reach again for the session 2 in around 2 p.m., then again read the instructions. And if the instructions are saying that partial marks are allowed, then you can do the partial answers. Like if you think that like in answer key there will be A B C and you're sure about A and B, like A B will be the option, so you can correct those. Okay, so keep this thing, and in single correct there will be minus mark. There always in same pattern like +3 -1. So key strategy is eliminate wrong options systematically. There mark all correct options. Partial is not equal to full. So these are the key strategy. I will provide this PDF. I will provide the URL of this PDF so you can revisit in a clean manner, because I have created this PDF with the research using the AI. So it's very important to go through this. Okay. So these are the final advices that are the gold mines for you. Okay. And it can be like paragraph based question also. So paragraph based questions, read the para ones, answer all together. So this is a quite intelligent way to attempt the question. Read the paragraph once, and there will be 3 to 4 questions depending on the paper instructions. Okay, so read the paper instruction and you will see that there will be 3 to 4 questions based on the paragraph. So answer all of them together. Matrix match is the same as the one to many, like A to 1, A to 2, A 3. A can have probably 3 answers. Then that will be called as the matrix match. Okay. Otherwise, it the match the column. Like 1 to 1 is the match the column. And there can be in matrix, there can be 3 columns also. Okay. So like it can be here also something like G, H, and I. So this kind of matching would be there. Okay. So this these type of questions can be tricky, so please make sure that you attempt the integer question first, because there is no negative marking. So try to attempt the integer questions first completely, try to attempt single correct the questions completely, then try to attempt paragraph based questions. Okay, so first I would suggest that you should attempt the integer type, then the paragraph based, and then the single correct. Okay, then try to go on the multiple correct and the matrix. Okay, so I have mentioned the priority because this will give you the positive marks. But if you find yourself stuck, then you can move to the next questions. Okay, don't waste time. Okay, don't waste time if you find that you will not get the answer. So first of all, try to read the question and get the overview. Like if you will be getting stuck in somewhere, so then try to move to next question. Now there's a again one thing, like most important topics for the, like we will be discussing most important topics for the JEE Advanced. Like as this paper is conducted by the IIT Roorkee, so I have researched around it. So I have mentioned all those using the AI, that most important topic that you should focus on. One advice I have already given you, that uh, attempt a JEE advanced paper a week. Okay, attempt one or two JEE advanced paper and try to get accustomed with it. And other advice I would give you to focus in these like 2025 paper ones. Okay, try to have focus on 2025 paper. So I have attached the folder in the description. You can click the link, and after clicking the link, you will see a JEE Advanced PYQ folder. After that, you will see the 2 to 25 folder, and after that, there is physics, chemistry, and physics folder. In that, if you click on the mathematics folder, you will get paper 1 and paper 2 folder. In paper 1 folder, you will get the paper 1 questions as well as the answers. Both are there, questions as well as the answers. Okay, so you can visit the URL attached in the description. So according to the 2025 paper, the most important topics that are asked were com coordination compounds, P block elements, electrochemistry, organic named reactions, and chemical equilibrium. Okay, so these are the chemistry important topics according to the 2025. Now I will give you final uh, critical topics, like highly important topics. Okay, that are important, like 10 topics that are very, very important, like electrostatics and current electricity. It is a very important topic. Every time in every year, like 2020, 21, 22, every year, they have asked 5 to 7 questions average, in average. Okay. So that's very important. I have mentioned the priority also here is very critical. And also coordinate geometry is a very important, like in maths, subject is maths, and it's 5 to 7 questions in average have been asked by the JEE Advanced. So it's also a very important. In similar way, there is a 10 topics. Okay, calculus, wave optics, and modern physics. Okay, aldehydes, matrices, probability, rotational motion. So these topics have been asked by JEE Advanced uh, in large frequency. Okay, so in paper you will see that these chapters question will be in high frequency. Okay, if you start attempt the question, you will see that there will be high frequency of these topics. So if you focus these 10 topics, now try to have a revision of them, try to revise the formulas. Okay, as the time is less, I will not suggest you to learn any new topics, but try to revise. If in out of 10 you are good in 8, try to revise all those 8 chapters. Okay. Don't try to attempt new and learn new chapters now. Just try to revise the chapters you are good in. Now, after that, I would suggest you topic wise frequency table. Okay. So 126 questions have been asked from the rotational motion. Now you would say that 126 question, this is a single total number of questions. Like all chapters comprises of 120 questions in JEE main. And how can rotational motion question be 126? This is a summation of all years. Okay, this is not a single paper. JEE main single paper of in a single day contains 120 paper. But if you add for the whole year, then the number will be in thousands. So in similar way, this is a rotational motion all years summation. Okay, like 2007, 2008, 2007, 6 questions, 2008, 8 questions, 2009, 6 questions. So if you add till 2025, then there will be 126 questions. So this is the highest. Okay, so rotational motion is the most important topic. Electrostatics, matrices and determinants, P block. Okay, so this is the highest important topic of the chemistry. And this is the highest important for the maths. This is physics. This is also physics. I have mentioned the subject beside it and total question that have been asked till now from 2007. Okay, so in the next section, you will see that per paper, how much frequency can be there. So like electrostatic, there can be 13 questions that can be asked. Okay, in average. So in a single paper, like adding session 1 as well as the session 2. 13 question can be there of the electrostatic. So it is very important topic. You should revise it nicely. Okay. We have previously also seen that electrostatics is also here. Like you can see 126. Okay. And IIT Roorkee also asked this questions from the electrostatics majorly. Okay, so this is an important and favorite topic of the JEE Advanced also. So you can see here also subject wise division. Okay, so rotational motion, 7 questions can be there. Okay, so on average 7 questions have been there in the previous year papers. Okay, so you can expect that 7 to 8 questions of the electrostatics also. So this is a physics uh, distribution of the topic and the questions. Okay, so this is the topic, rotational motion of the physics, and these are the number of questions that can be asked in a single exam. Okay, single exam means paper 1 plus paper 2 both. Okay, so like 3 in paper 1, 4 in paper 2. So that can be a pattern that they can ask, like 3 in the paper 1, 4 in the paper 2, like 3 plus 3. So this can be pattern in the JEE Advanced paper. Okay. So I hope you are getting familiar with the pattern. Okay, so pattern familiarity is very important for the JEE Advanced. Now math subtopic division. Okay, so this distribution you will see that 3 plus 4, this can be a pattern. Okay, 4 plus 2, like this is in paper 1. This can be asked in the paper 1. This can be asked in the paper 2. Now these are the y-axis is the number of times in the single paper, and these are the topics here. These are the chapters, okay? You can say chapters, okay? These are the chapters and these are the number of questions asked in average, taking average of the every year, okay? So you can focus these topics like definite integration, probability. These are the favorite topic. In my time also, the in 2020, the definite integration, probability, and 3D geometry questions were majorly there. So in JEE Advanced, ask these questions. It has favorite topics and it asks again and again the questions from the same chapters. Okay, so you can focus in that. And apart from that, you can see in the chemistry also the P block elements are the favorite topic of the JEE Advanced. Like 7 questions can be asked in the paper 1 plus paper 2. Okay, like 3 in paper 1 plus 4 in paper 2. After that, you will see that the IIT Roorkee top 10 topics. So electrostatics is also here, and combining all IITs also electrostatics is there. You can see here combining all IITs like this. Electrostatics is also here. So electrostatics is a very important topic. Okay. So you can focus. Electrostatic and rotational motion was also its favorite of all IITs. You can say like IIT Roorkee also asked rotational motion question a lot, and all other IITs also asked rotational motion questions. And definite integration also we have previously seen that. So these topics are very important. Okay, so 8 to 9 questions can be asked in a paper 1 plus paper 2. Okay, 8 questions like 3 in paper 1, 5 in paper 2. And this is a subject bias. Like here in the x-axis there is uh, topics, and in the y-axis there are the number of time that can be asked in a single paper. Okay, single paper means paper 1 plus paper 2. Like single JEE advanced attempt. Okay, this is for the physics, and similarly this is for the chemistry. So I will give you the URL attached in the I will attach in the description. You can view this PDF. It's very important and I have researched a lot. So you can read this once uh, in order to get the final finish line. Okay. That's it for today's lecture, and I would suggest you to get the familiar with the topic. Okay, I will again summarize everything what I have explained you till now. So first of all, one major thing I would suggest you to have a general awareness right now. General awareness means try to wake up at 9 a.m. and attempt a paper till 12, and then after that take a break, and that have a light meal, and again try to attempt a paper from 2 to 5. So that will increase your endurance, as well as you will become familiar with the paper day environment. Okay. And second advice I would give you to focus on the chemistry, like revise the chemistry as much as you can because it's the top topic of the memory. Okay. So memory based questions are asked from the chemistry section. So try to revise it. Third advice, my personal advice would be like to read the instructions properly. Read the instructions very properly. Okay. So if you read the instructions very properly, hence you will be able to answer the questions correctly. Okay. So read the instructions properly. If the partial marking is there, then try to attempt those questions. If partial marking is not there, then you cannot answer the half known answer. Okay. If you are sure about AB and you are not sure about C option, and if there is negative partial marking, then you should not attempt partial answers. Okay. You should not attempt partial answer. Integer type, majority of time there is never negative marking, there is never negative deduction. So you can answer all the integer type without any hesitation. Match the following. Try to focus if there is one-to-one mapping or one-to-many mapping. Okay, I have already explained about one-to-one and one-to-many. You can go back to the video and you can check one-to-one and one-to-many. And apart from that, I would suggest you to focus on the top 10 topics. So this is my final advice. So thank you so much and all the best. As you have already prepared and do not change your plan as of now, just try to add these things if you can accommodate in your schedule. Thank you so much.